We all wish we could bring our Disney vacation home with us, right? To have that Disney feeling every day? Well, why not start your day the Disney way with a Disney blend from Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company? With over 23 varieties to choose from the French bistro you find in your resort room to the Yachtsman's Steakhouse and Gico, of course, and now Joffrey's newest Disney blend, Le Cellier. Why not start your day with that Disney magic? Order yours today at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
The body of water that you see to the right of our forward motion is the Seven Seas Lagoon. The Seven Seas Lagoon is a man-made creation that took 3 years and the removal of millions of cubic yards of earth to complete.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
I don't remember the episode number, so we're just going to keep coming along. Keep going.
It makes me feel old when we keep saying what show it is.
It does. It's 3, 5, something, I think.
Yeah, how about that? Hey, I know it's still summertime.
It is.
But get ready, folks, for the Holiday-thon 2016.
Oh my goodness. Start carving up.
Right around the corner. Oh, my goodness gracious.
How long will it be this year, Bob?
It's only...
How long is it? You can tell us.
I don't know.
We're all family.
Are we going to do it? We're going to do 12?
I don't know.
We're going to try.
I'll see how we feel.
We're going to try.
Maybe we'll throw in a bonus. I don't know.
Oh, come on.
It's easy to say now. It's July.
You can't do 13 days. That's unlucky.
Oh, that is unlucky. So we have to go 14.
What do you got over there? Let's start a show. People want to hear a show.
Keep going. We have another review from iTunes, which I love reading.
Wonderful.
Very exciting. This is from Perry's Girl.
Oh.
I know. Very nice. She goes, I just started listening to this podcast recently and love it. I've listened to it almost nonstop now.
Wow.
Wow.
Yikes.
Good job, Tim and Bob. Or Bob and Tim. So she did pick that part up. So she was listening.
We'll throw in a little bing bong there. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Perry's Girl.
That's very nice. And a special thank you to one of our new sponsors of the show, Tamara.
Tamara, yes.
She visited us on our support page over there.
Very generous.
It was very nice of her.
Nice.
Very, very nice of her. So, Tim, and no pressure anybody, really, but less than a cup of coffee a day, you can support this show.
Well,
Thank
you, Sally Struthers. Wow. We could just Sarah McLachlan to sing. We were all set.
We'll be all set. Good to go. Tim.
Wow.
I have a This Day in Disney History.
Oh, thank goodness. Let's keep rolling.
All right.
Keep moving forward.
2004.
Ooh.
You ready for this? 2004, 12 years ago.
The aughts.
On this day, Marceline, Missouri, honors the memory of Walt Disney with a ceremony renaming the Marceline Post Office as the Walt Disney Post Office building. In 1968, the U.S. Postal Department issued a Walt Disney commemorative stamp from the same location, and everybody listen.
They're listening.
Today is also Walt Disney Day in the state of Missouri.
Wow.
So there you go. Walt Disney Day, state of Missouri. And that kind of ties in with what we're going to talk about today.
You think Mike Rallman knows that?
I hope Mike Rallman knows that.
He better know that.
He better know that.
Ugh.
Come on, Mike.
Oh, don't
get
let us
it together,
down.
man.
Don't let us down.
I'm sure he knows. Anyway, Tim, so that's tying in with what we're going to talk about today. So, what are we going to talk about today?
Today we had a great interaction with one of our listeners.
SuperLooper,
absolutely.
Gary Zerilli.
I'm bringing up his email.
I know,
here.
I see you scrolling.
I'm scrolling, and I went too far. Then I had the thumb back, then I had the thumb forward.
All
so
right.
My thumb is exhausted today.
Uh-huh. It's all calloused up.
But this is great news also.
Yes.
He starts off.
Wonderful.
From everyone at Looper Nation, first of all, we want to say congratulations.
Yes.
Because he starts off with his emails, I just retired from the city of New York.
How about that?
That is awesome.
Can you retire from a city?
If you work for the city.
I'd like to retire from Cleveland, quite frankly, depending on how the Browns do this year.
Well, you might as well retire. Hey, we got the Cavs. We're going. The Indians are doing pretty good.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
yeah.
So the Browns will be dead last in that town. So anyway, it goes, we are considering a trip to Disneyland driving. We had to postpone this idea a year ago. What are the options if you are traveling with pets?
Oh, okay.
You're an expert at this one.
I have done this.
Then he says, maybe a show idea, which is what we're going to do here. And he goes, it was always a pleasure listening to your Straight On podcast. Thanks again. Well, thank you, Gary. And once again, congratulations.
Absolutely. There, we all want to send out that email one day. I have retired. Goodbye.
Or just, I quit.
I quit.
Goodbye.
Although we will never do that here at Looper Nation.
No, not for
ResortLoop.com.
Looper Nation. No,
no.
please.
There is no retirement plan. I've looked at my pension you've provided me.
That's right.
We'll be doing this a long time, folks.
Very long time.
So that's fantastic. First, let's tackle the cross country. Most people know I've done it twice.
Yes, you have.
I've done the cross country 2 times, and
Sorry, I got distracted there for a second.
It is. I know.
Sorry,
you're thinking about traveling. You're
That's
a road
exactly.
guy. You like getting on the road.
I do enjoy a good road trip.
There is nothing better than going on a cross country. Most people start to cringe at it, and they think, "Oh my gosh, this is going to be crazy." Here's one of the best parts of that. You can stop in great places like Marceline, Missouri.
Yes, you can.
Visit, the boyhood home of Walt Disney. If you're heading all the way across to like San Francisco, go visit the Walt Disney Family Museum.
Oh, that's on my radar.
There's so many places, and one place that I have been that is just incredible and loved every second of it, on Route 66.
Okay.
Stroud, Oklahoma.
Stroud?
Stroud.
S-T-R-A-U-D?
O-U-D.
O-U-D.
Stroud, Oklahoma.
Okay.
It is the home of the Rock Cafe, which is actually it inspired the character of Sally Carrera in the movie Cars.
I remember
for
her.
Disney, because the woman who runs the cafe is very similar to Sally. She's trying to reinvigorate the Route 66 tourism in Stroud, Oklahoma.
That is cool.
So if you go in there, and it's a cafe that was built actually by the rocks that they took up building Route 66. And it's been there for a very long time. But what's really cool is you sit inside and you can look at all of these Pixar drawings of cars and Woody and Buzz and all these other things, because the guys from Pixar, including John Lasseter, went on a road trip on Route 66 so they could be inspired to write the movie Cars. And that's one of the places they stopped.
Well, that is awesome.
Stroud, Oklahoma.
Man.
So many other very cool places that you can visit while you're driving. You can't do that when you're flying across country.
No, you can't. It's a much more intimate trip with the country.
Absolutely. You got to make sure you take enough time, though, so you can hit those side trips. I know Gary's going to do it a little bit longer than just 2 weeks, which you have to. The minimum, I would say, is 3 weeks, so that you can hit some really cool places like that. Maybe, Hoover Dam, Grand Canyon, Vegas, whatever you're going to hit.
That's right. Take the damn tour.
You got to take the damn tour. You posted some damn pictures.
I did. A lot of people like my damn pictures.
That was very nice.
Thank you.
And even if you're going a northern route, there's some awesome things to see. Yellowstone.
I would think you would want to take maybe like the southern Route 66 route out, and maybe that northern way coming back.
I have done both. Yes.
And we would recommend, at least I know Bob would recommend, doing it with air conditioning.
Make sure the car is very well checked over before you leave, and
that's right.
Don't push that air conditioning. There are actually signs out there that say turn off your air conditioning when you're going up this incline.
Oh wow!
Because it'll destroy your car. It's so hot. You're talking over 100 degrees sometimes, and Gary said he's going in July. So
it doesn't get any hotter than that.
It's going to be hot.
Unless you're on Mercury.
Right, exactly. Which brings us then to, of course, the pets. I've taken my pet to Texas on a spring break trip.
Okay.
We were in San Antonio. We drove down to San Antonio. Very hot. And that was in March. And it was still hot. Probably around 90 degrees. But once, the car is closed up, it gets really hot inside.
Oh, yeah.
Now you talk about going out in the desert, in the Mojave Desert with a pet. You can't even go in to have lunch someplace.
No.
The car's going to get way too hot, way too fast. So I don't recommend traveling with a pet. I've done it. Like I said, I went to Texas, spent most of my time sitting outside with the dog while the family went in and ate lunch and then brought me out something to eat. Okay. Or went and did some sightseeing while I sat by the van with the dog because you can't leave the pet in the vehicle. It's just too hot. I have no problem taking a pet to the beach. We've taken the dog to the beach. We've taken the dog to Disney. If you listen back to some of the older episodes of the show, I've taken my dog to Disney, and they've stayed at that Disney pet resort down there. I don't have a problem taking a pet where your drive is a one-day drive, and once you get to that destination, that pet's out of that vehicle for the whole time. But if you're going to take a pet and leave him in a kennel, you might as well just leave him in the kennel at home.
Right, you don't want to cause any more anxiety for your pets. Pets have enough anxiety when you take them out of their normal routine.
Exactly. Even if that pet's a good traveler, you want to make sure number one, you love your pet.
Right, and some people, their pet's a close member of the family.
Absolutely.
So they want to travel with them.
So keep in mind, the pet really doesn't know where it's going.
What?
It doesn't know it's going on
I'm sure
vacation.
they're telling the pet all the time, get ready, we're going to Disney World.
Right.
Who wants to go to Disney World? You do, don't you?
Right. You talking to me now?
Yeah, I was.
Yes, I am. I know my ears perked up there. That was pretty cool.
Watch your leg go. Look at your leg go.
I know. I'm so excited. So, it would be better to keep the pet in its own surroundings. Maybe have somebody pet sit for you.
Oh, absolutely.
Leave the pet at home because it's a lot of stress on the pet, and more importantly, it's a lot of stress on you.
Yes.
When we did the Texas trip, we stopped in Tennessee, and it was very cool. It was like a 50-degree night in the evening, and we left our dog in the car with the van vents open, and the whole back of the van was laid out for him. It was a bigger bed than he has at home.
Right.
And, but it was, and he was fine, but it was just still very stressful because you're worried that he's going to be barking and making noise. And, so I never got really good sleep. But then again, there are plenty of hotels that will take pets, including a nice option for folks, KOA campgrounds.
The cabins. I'm familiar with these cabins.
You're going to spend anywhere from about $50-$60 to their deluxe cabins, which are around $120. And they're beautiful cabins. The deluxe cabins will have every amenity that you need, a big bedroom, the linens, everything. And some do take pets.
Right.
So that's an option if you are going to take the pet with you. That's a great option.
That's a great call.
But again, your call. I recommend not taking the pet unless you're going to like a condo on a beach that takes the pet or something like that. Because again, leaving him in the kennel, it's not that much fun for the pet.
Yeah, like you said, hopefully you have a good friend or a neighbor that can come by and keep an eye on your pet. Doesn't mind watching your pet for you for a couple weeks. Maybe you do a little exchanging, babysitting, pet sitting.
Exactly. Which you have done.
Yes.
You have been a pet sitter.
We do. We have been known to pet sit a dog. She's a real small Chloe. She's adorable. Very low maintenance. Yeah. Like about the size. It's smaller than our cat.
How big a cat? What do you got, a cougar? What dog is smaller than a cat?
My wife won't let me have a cougar. But yeah, the dog likes me though. The cat wants to go with my jugular vein. You can just see her calculating. I'm going to get to that jugular vein in your sleep. But the dog loves me, so we love the dog.
Well, that's nice. Since the cat hates you,
the cat does hate me.
It's good that the dog loves you.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness!
And I mock the cat too. I'm like, look, now I have my pet at the house.
I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you go away. Yeah, sadly for me, cougars for me, like 90. Anyway.
Oh my goodness.
Highly recommend that cross country. We just had a friend of the family that had asked us a bunch of questions about doing a cross country. Very concerned about it. They took the cross country, absolutely loved it, had a great time. Keep in mind, everywhere you go, and I do mean everywhere you go, there's a Rite Aid, there's a Walgreens, there's a CVS, there's a Walmart. Everything that you are going to find at home, you're going to find on the road.
Right.
Plenty of hotels. Again, going back to what we've said many times in the past, look for one of those credit cards that give you rewards.
We're gonna have a show on that coming up soon.
Excellent.
Yes.
I didn't know this.
You knew this.
Did I?
You did, but it's been a while. But trust me, we got a good friend out there. He's gonna share some.
Oh,
stuff
that's
with us.
right. Yeah,
So
I forgot about that.
I'm excited about that one.
I am too. That's going to be a good show. So, highly recommend the Grand Canyon. If you can stay on the rim, we have stayed both
Of the Grand Canyon.
of the Grand Canyon.
Oh, okay. I got it.
We've stayed at the Thunderbird Motel and
Heard of that one.
It's escaping me now. It's I can't remember.
It's a big hole in the ground.
No, it's they're actually cabins on right on the rim of the Grand Canyon.
Oh,
I'll
gorgeous.
remember it once the show's over.
Exactly.
Highly recommend that. Of course, Hoover Dam is fantastic, and just enjoy the trip, enjoy the journey, and keep in mind for all of you guys that haven't been to Disneyland, it's not as immersive as Walt Disney World because it's not 40 square miles. It's a park in a neighborhood, in a community, so you can stay outside of the park. You don't have to stay on Disney property like you typically would at Walt Disney World. And the place that we have stayed twice and enjoyed every time we've been there is the Park View Inn, which is literally about 100 yards from the front door.
I want to stay there.
You just walk right in.
I've never been. When are we going to go?
I've been. What are you saying, we?
Well, we together. Keep in mind, the times we've met up at Disney World, we never really actually planned it.
There was no plan.
Which is crazy.
No plan. Oh, my goodness.
Here's another. I got to give a tip. For this drive.
Yeah.
Because you know us.
Mm-hmm.
By us, I mean you and me. Normally drive north and south to Florida.
Correct.
You're driving east or west. You need to make sure you have a pair of sunglasses.
Absolutely.
Because at some point, you're going to be driving into the sun.
Absolutely.
And now, I know that because I hate driving into the sun. And I don't have a good pair of sunglasses.
You could never be an astronaut.
No.
Going to Mars.
Or Mercury.
Or Mercury.
Or Jupiter.
I'll send you to Mercury.
No, why I oughta.
To the moon.
So I'm just saying, you don't want to leave your house and it gets to be the evening or where you're going, getting in the sun going, this is going to be a long drive.
Right.
So.
And another tip, too, is we took gallons of water. We took 2 gallons of water.
Yes.
I was going to take antifreeze just in case, because it does get hot. But I thought, I can't drink antifreeze. If the car breaks down and it doesn't matter how much antifreeze I put into it, I'm going to need water to drink.
Yes. Always carry water in your car.
Always carry water. Yeah.
Gallons, bottles, glass jars, 5-gallon drums, 55-gallon barrels, whatever you got.
Why don't you just drive a water truck?
I was thinking like one of those limos with the hot tub is in the back.
Okay, that would be a way to go.
That'd be pretty cool.
I think the city of New York should pay for Gary since he retired from the city.
Exactly. If New York City, I'm sure they have one of those.
They've got plenty of money.
Absolutely.
They got cash. I spend a lot of money when I go to New York, so I know. But you know what? Just have a great time because it's the journey, not the destination. Although when you're going to Disneyland, it's the destination.
It's kind of both. Yeah, it is both.
So, and same goes for you folks driving over from California to Walt Disney World.
Part of the thing is you're going to remember the trip and the journeys. A lot of that you're going to remember more than the actual destination of being at Disneyland. You're going to go, I had a great time at Disneyland. You remember when we were on Route 66?
Yeah. Remember that time? Yeah, exactly.
Remember when we got lost?
Exactly.
In Colorado when we stopped at Tamara's house?
Yeah.
And she said, "Get out."
We'll have to get some folks on to ask. We got to get our friends from Canada to let us know how to get from Canada to Walt Disney World in a Tesla.
They're planning that last time I kind of talked to them.
I know. We got to get it on that. That's going to be very exciting.
I don't know if you heard, Sheetz, kind of our local gas station.
Yes.
It's concerning putting in superchargers.
Nice.
Just saw something somewhere about that. I'm like, get out.
Nice. Yeah. Well, that's the new trend.
So put me on the Tesla list.
So that'll be awesome. She can swing by and pick us up.
Absolutely.
And take us.
Absolutely.
Don't do that.
Fill up at my house.
Don't do that.
Plug in at my house.
You guys don't want us riding with you.
No.
Trust us.
No.
Trust us. But speaking of trips, Tim, we are finalizing some Looper meet down at Walt Disney World the end of October.
Do we have the details yet?
Not yet.
We don't want to share anything yet.
It's getting close. The details are getting close, but it is going to happen. Absolutely.
We got to get some schedules arranged and that kind of thing.
Yes. So, Tim,
yes, Bob.
I hope we've helped Gary out a little bit, but if not, that's a typical show for us.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. We talked about the topic, then we just went on our little tangents.
Tim, that is all I've got.
Bob, thank you very much. Thank you, Gary. Once again, congratulations from all of us at ResortLoop.com. You can find me on Twitter, ResortLoopTim, on Facebook, on the website, ResortLoop.com.
I'm ResortLoop Bob on the Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. Rate us over there on iTunes. We love those ratings. We read them.
Thanks, guys.
And where else can people listen, Tim?
Everyone else can listen on iHeartRadio.
I love that.
Who'd have thought? Everybody, this has been the Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody. All right, Tim, so everybody has, they've stopped listening to the show now. What should they do after they're done listening to the show and they're all excited about wanting to go to a Disney park, going on a Disney vacation? What should they do?
I, personally, after being all excited and ready to go,
I'm
going to deal with an expert. I'm going to talk to People Mover Travel and talk to Tyler, our expert over there.
Over at peoplemovertravel.com?
Peoplemovertravel.com.
But when you go there,
yes,
you got to make sure you click on that you heard about them from us.
From ResortLoop.
ResortLoop.
That is an option on the drop-down menu right there.
Absolutely. By the way, Tim.
Yes.
I just booked through them.
How did that go?
It was the easiest thing in the world.
How can it not be? It's Tyler.
I put in my name. I put in the dates I want.
Right.
Of course, check-marked ResortLoop is where I heard of them from. And sent it off to him. Within an hour, Tyler had gotten back to me. I can't guarantee he's going to get back to everybody that quick, but got back to me within an hour, letting me know he got it, and he'll let me know as soon as he runs the numbers.
Tyler and his team know travel.
Peoplemovertravel.com is fantastic.
Love.
Easy. You and I have done it a million times on our own.
And we missed out on discounts here and there because we're not on top of it all the time.
I'm done doing that.
Why would we have to do it? Tyler, the People Mover Travel, will do it for you.